Okay, so we're rolling. So, hi, I'm Sam. I am one of the founders over here at V4 Servers. So, one of the things we're doing here today is we're going to be testing out the M1 Abrams the M1A2 SEPV2 TUSK2. Now, this is like it's fucking invincible. I'll tell you that as far as I'm aware. Like these things are ridiculously hard to kill. But we're going to be putting to test every one of the vehicles here that we've got. Just to try and see what will kill these. What will kill the Abrams, okay? I've got AI in every single one, just so we can measure. Like I say, when we've shot something, can we see who's been killed, who's injured, X, Y, Z. So every weapon, we can evaluate that, okay? So just to start out, we've got, well, the overall vehicles we've got here is we've got the Typhoon, we've got the K-17 Berserk, we have the BMP-2, BMP-3, T-72B and BT, and we've got the T14 ARMOUR there. And we are going to be testing every single one of these here right now. So, let's get going. First things first. Now, I don't think there's going to be anything that happens with this here, but you know, we can try. You know, it's only 30mm. It's 30mm autocannon, fully stabilised. So, here we go. Look, make sure my earplugs are in, and then we go. Okay, so I do apologise we can't get the AI to keep still, or if we can, I'm a bit thick and I don't know how to do that. So, here we go. We're just going to use this, so far this has the AP, 30mm AP, 30mm HE, you know, incendiary, and then it also has like a coax. I'm not going to try out the small arms, that's going to be fucking pointless. So, AP, this is not going to do anything, I can almost guarantee it. So, one of the key things to remember on these tanks is try and aim for the engines. They will go first. They are the best thing to do to get them set on fire. So, let's get going. I'm going to fire 20 rounds. We're going to see what that does. 20 rounds. This is going to have done absolutely nada. Absolutely nothing. I can almost guarantee it. Yep. Fuel, 50%. I think that's normal. Okay, maybe it's lost a little bit of fuel, but overall, armor is fine. None of the crew are remotely injured. Go back. I don't think spamming more of this is going to make any difference. But we'll try another 30 rounds, okay? I don't think anything's going to happen. These are just one extra for good measure. Right. Same again. I do not have any inkling that this is going to have any impacts on it whatsoever yet. Fuel's not gone down a touch. Armor's not done anything. And yeah, we were shooting an unarmored part of the tank. It's nothing's going to have gone through that. So, okay, yeah, it's probably a bit of a useless waste of time doing this. So, but anyway, there we go. That's the Typhoon sort of out of the equation. I don't think anyone's too surprised with that. So, now we've got to try the K-17 Berserk, or however else you pronounce it. I have no idea. So this isn't like the Epoch, which probably most of you'll be used to. And we'll get onto the weapon array now. So we'll get ourselves in. I don't think there's going to be anything remotely sort of different to do with this. It's purely going to be, yeah, the same 30mm thing, very similar round. So we'll not try the 30mm. What we will try though is we will try. Let's just have the following mode, which is rather good. What we will do is because it's the exact same gun, or as far as I'm aware, it's the exact same gun. So yeah, it's the 30mm AP. We'll not try that. We'll just try a few little bits of the 30mm HE. Let me just make sure that whole vehicle is healed. Place character. Right, okay. It's not going to do that, but we're just going to quickly check it. So, yeah, as I say, these are quite loud. Got my earplugs in. Just press F2 if you're on M and K. Just remember, these do have the auto-adjusting sights, like range finding. Yeah, I don't think this is going to do a single bit. Also, remember to press spacebar to activate stabilization. It makes shooting these sort of things way better. So, yeah, quick check. Oh, not armor vision. That's useless. And we're in the clouds. Yeah, right back. Right. I'm just going to try it on the side profile first, mainly because if it's not going to get through the side, it's not going to get through the front. I've like playing the frontal armor on these is ridiculous. So if it's not going to pen the side, there's no point trying to do the front just yet. So, okay, so the fuel has gone down a little bit. Now, these aren't on. They're not turned on or anything. But are the crew remotely damaged? No, health 100, 100, 100. Right, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we sort of knew this is completely futile. But anyway. Yeah, PKM is not going to do anything. Okay, so a little something interesting. We do have, so on these, they do have the 30mm HE grenades. So, henceforth, these are purely going to be just like your area clearing. They're great for like troops, say they've got stuck in a window. Lob a load of these in. We'll try and get some on top of the engine bay, on top of that deck. I just can't see that doing remotely anything. So, again, yeah, it's not even touched the fuel. All the members, that crew, are completely fine. So let's move on to the next one, being these. So these are not tow missiles. These are like a sort of set and forget. So like they'll shoot in a straight line, super fast, and these do serious damage. Make sure we're perfectly central. We are. Okay, so try this one first. Okay, now that is a pretty serious hit we've just brought on to the Abrams. Okay, look, yeah, we can see that is starting to smoke now. Now, I know we didn't do anything. We didn't heal the Abrams when we did the grenade launch, but I don't think that's going to make any difference. So let's try one directly where the crew would be. And one at the front. Okay. Let's get ourselves back over here. Oh, okay. Okay, yes. Right, wow, that's really taken up. So we can see where we've hit with that. It's gone in and done some serious damage. One on the driver, he's been completely fine. I've got a feeling that on that first shot with that, it took the armor off, and then we've just gone straight in again. And that's what's done the damage. And we can see that on there is completely screwed. There's nothing on there that's going to happen. So let me just quickly go take control. Okay, so that has knocked out the engine and has caused us a fuel leak on here. If you didn't know, also viewers up here to make sure you can view out the window. So yeah, right. So let's get ourselves back. What I'm going to do is we'll just for a bit of fun. So we're going to send one more in. Okay, so it's going to come from the right hand side. Oh wow, that's really taken a profound effect. So yeah, we need to heal all real quick. Wow, so that final shot there just wiped out two of the crew members, and I imagine was what was setting it on fire. Okay, so you can just go away, because you have abandoned your vehicle, you scumbag. So, Special Forces, and I am doing it with Americans just so they don't shoot back, because 120mm APFSDS to the face isn't very comfortable. So, yeah, I think that's the first contender where we go, look, okay, let's retry this. So, let me rearm this, and I will be right back. Okay, so, we are back, and we're in an identical one. I've just rearmed this one. So, here we have the oh, come on, turret, go on, spin it around, spin it all the way around. Or not. Okay then. So we know that these will have a pretty profound effect on the side profile of an Abrams. Probably useful if that guy would face towards us. Yes, go on, yes. One. What effect? Wow. So well placed shot there, right through the top, has completely disabled that. That is absolutely fantastic. Let me just heal. That's where it ended up having to spawn a new one in. Wow, so that there must have just gone straight in. Look, we can even see where it's hit. It has come straight in through the front, gone through the driver's hatch, and from what we saw, it was igniting the ammo rack, which is weird because I'm pretty sure that is located in the back. But for the sakes of armor and on our server, it is only here that it's just only started to go in here. So, you've got to remember these as well. They have the crow system for the commander and the M2 Browning above the gun, and yeah. But that was one shot straight to the front. I don't think that's particularly characteristic of it. What I'm going to do is we're going to put a few more members inside of here. We are going to remove... Oh. So, one more. We're going to go for the turret cheek. I don't think that did literally anything. I don't... I think the frontal, like the cheeks on that turret, have just absolutely absorbed it. No, so what's happened here... Wow, okay, that's interesting. So what it's done is we've hit here and it's killed the driver. So it must have been like a splashdown. Has it injured? Okay, yeah, it's injured. I believe that's the loader. It might be the gunner. Something along them lines. But I think the only ones you really need to be careful for is here, which will be the gunner, which is really useful. The loader and the commander, I believe. So, yeah, we will delete. Oh, God, I'm not any good at this. So I've got to remember this time it's going to come from the right pods on here, which we've got to be careful of. So let's just... So that's gone straight onto the front. Don't think it's... I struggle to find if that's done anything. Let's get us back. Yeah, I just... These things are just... I mean, I think that must have been a really lucky shot there, because I played against these. Okay, it's damaging my 9% health. And okay, it's uncon, but that's sort of to be expected. Everyone else in the turret has been completely fine. I don't think that's caused a single problem. We're going to send one more round off straight at that lower plate, see what it does. Okay, interesting. So, it's not even touched. It's not set on fire. We're not having any problems. It purely must have just been that was just a ace shot and just absolutely shat all over this when we just got really unlucky. So, yeah, shoot the lower plate. It's most likely going to knock out your driver. And, yeah. I would like to know how he was born in 1893 and he's 25 when this game mode is set in the 80s, like 89, something like that. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, so you're not going to touch the crew members with like the likes of a tow missile, and they're just your smoke grenades that we've got on the bottom right here, and we've just got the general 30mm here. So yeah, I hardly think. Wow. Okay, so if you shoot the back of the turret, it's going to explode real fast. So let's just... So if you have the back, shoot that with a 30mm AP, you are going to kill it. Which supposed to make sense. That's where the ammo storage is. I think they do have like stories of these cooking off, but when actually in combat and all the crew being completely fine. Because I think that's... Ooh, if we can see, there's like little hatches on the back. I think they're meant to blow off, but hey, it's armor. We can't do much about it. Let me just try that again, though, just in case. So, straight through the side, not doing anything. Yeah, that's hardly surprising. Aim at that driver's hatch. Keep going. Right, so if you're unloading that much in, you would be wanting them to be dead or be really unhealthy. Oh, damn. Right, okay. So, aiming at the side of the vehicle has clearly... So if you've got the side of the turret... Now, I'm not sure what killed that driver there. It could have just been, like, splashdown, or it could have been when we were hammering that driver's hatch. I've got a feeling it was, like, the splashdown. Like when we had the, that missile coming through the front left cheek here. Or our front, or the front right of here, but from our perspective. That's also killed... Who's he? I believe that's the loader. Now, I imagine this applies if the turret's facing the other way and you'll get the gunner. Are these guys... Okay, so the health is half... So they're really unhealthy. You know, they are alive, but I wouldn't want to be encountering a K-17 anytime soon. So, let's heal all this up. And on to the next vehicle. Oh, I don't know what's happened inside here. Anyway, right, we're out. So, first things first, we now move to the BMP2. Now, you look at the profile, and I'm pretty sure they shoot the same gun. But you look at the profile difference on here. You've got huge, massive, wheeled, hunk that you can easily pen the tyres on versus this. Now, from as far as I'm aware, like, these front plates are like your heat shields, like spaced armour, and they will knock off if like an RPG hits it, or really high caliber rounds do so. So, let's get ourselves in command and we'll turn around. Fantastic. Gunner. Okay, yeah, so we've got the same dealio here, being the 30mm AP. So we know if we shoot the side, make sure I'm on stabilization. If we shoot the side, yeah, you're going to cook it off. We sort of figured that out. Oh, don't know. No, you can go back into your vehicle, man. Now, if you all could just look this way. Perfect. So, we have the same 30mm grenade launcher. I'm going to struggle to see how that's going to have any impact on the front of an Abrams. Yeah, it's not. Nothing has happened. No surprise to literally anyone there. So, yeah, let's stop being daft with that. Me shooting them with the PKM. Cool little tracers. A new mod we've got. But anyway, besides the point. Okay, so, the 85 Spandrel. Now, I think this is going to be identical to the missiles we've just used. But remember, you only got 2 on this one. So be really careful. You've got limited amounts. And they will all come from that right-hand side. So just bear that in mind, okay? So, we just sent one straight towards that initial point where we killed the Abrams. That must just be a really lucky shot that we had. Okay. Armor at 93. And that has penetrated all the way through and is set. It's not on fire, but, you know, you would like to be addressing that. Notice it has actually killed the driver here. Interesting. Has it damaged like the crew? No, they've been completely fine. So if I just delete him and put a new one in. I'm just going to go, okay, we're going to heal up. So we tested the front. I like the front armor plate. Let's test the front cheek there. So, or we're just going to hit the main gun. Because you've got to remember, this will come off to the side. Now, it could be because they're too close and they sort of converge in on each other. I doubt it, but, you know, here we are. You just got to remember to bear that in mind when we're doing that. So that hit the main gun. Now, it's a gun mantle. Mantler. I don't think that's going to have had any impact. Okay, he's lost a bit of health as a driver, and everyone else is now completely fine. So we're just going to heal the tank. We're going to heal our guy. And yeah, I don't think there's anything else. We've just got different types of HE shells, which, as we know, aren't very effective against these lot of really heavily armoured vehicles. So, yeah, I think we can call that quits. I don't think there's anything else that this thing has. No, it's just the AP, your HE grenade launcher, your coax, and then you've got your smoke grenades, which come out of here. So, next one, we have the BMP3. Now, we just got to also remember there are 3 gunners on these, which are the side gunners. I'll quickly show you these. So something you got to do is you just got to go into like your free look menu, view in here, deactivate it, and you can then get access to these side guns. I think these are brilliant. They have really cool little tracers on them. Yeah, there's no reticle for them, but you can lay down a lot of fire with 2,000 rounds of 7.62x54R. Okay, it's not going to do anything against the Abrams, but just bear that in mind as something that will be useful. I'm just quickly repair that Abrams. I don't think anything will have taken any sort of damage there, but we will check that. So, middle mouse button down, click down. This will change your view. Personally, this is garbage. This is way better, in my opinion. So again, look, this one's got 200 rounds of 30mm AP. Now, this one doesn't have stabilization. You can't activate that or anything. It doesn't have the follow mode. So here we go. Got the AP. I don't think these are any different, in all honesty. Okay, fires a lot faster though. Let's try the side. Okay, let's keep going. Try the back. Okay, so the back is what's really doing it. Okay, I think 30mm AP on the side, you're not going to reliably kill people on the interior of the tank. You're going to have to be quite fortunate, and to properly effectively kill these, you have to shoot that back hatch, okay? You got the HE. It's HE. Nothing's going to have happened with that. I'm not going to go back and check that. HE frag. Now, this is 100 mil. So we're going to aim up. We're going to send one of these. Okay, we need to not go over it. So what we're going to do is we're going to... I should have reloaded. Okay, that has hit dead center mass. We saw that fly in. Now. Whoa. Okay, so we've got some serious glitching happening there. The front driver is completely fine. But... yeah, that has just completely ruined the people in there. So this should be exactly as new. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 for the turret. And we're going to send one more shell in, okay? Which is going to be here. Okay. Weird. So we can still see they're moving around. It means they're still alive. Okay, so maybe a bit hit and miss. Because they are all completely fine. Let me send another shell in. Let's send another one in. Okay, I think that's what's done it. No? What? Okay, guys, I have no idea what the fuck just happened there. This is just some witchcraft bullshit. I don't think we're going to be able to replicate that. I think that was just a fluke shot. I mean, it's clearly a bit bugged out. If anything, actually, yeah, I'm just going to quickly remove this one. And we're just going to spawn a new one in. Because, right, big test now. We'll see. Can we get 100 mil HE fragmentation tracer shell, 100 millimeters of diameter? Let's send this down the range. Again, I don't think anything's going to happen there. We know that the front of these, like, okay, if you hit the driver's hatch, you can, okay, yeah, driver's hatch. That has just removed him from life. He's no longer here. We can't do anything about that. Bit of a shame. Anyway, so if you, it looks like if you aim on these Abrams and you hit that front hatch, hang on 1 second. Ooh. Wow, so that 100 mil HE has really, it's, you got to hit the weak spots, like so the driver's hatch. So you're not gonna knock the tank out. Look, I mean, let's be honest. You've got all the engines, doesn't look remotely damaged. All the fighting compartment is still very much alive and kicking. You're gonna be fucked. That is just gonna turn around, lock onto you, and yeah, you've killed the driver. They can't move anywhere. You might be able to then use some of the other weapons which we have, which you'll be able to see upcoming next. Right, let's go. So, next weapon, PKMT. It's a PKM. No one cares. So, it's a bit bugged out here. You'll have to... we are not in control of the BMP3 mod. We can't change this. It's 762 by 54, and it's got 0 out of 0 shells. Now, I know that's horseshit, because this is actually a... what do you call it? It is a tow missile. So, look, here we go. Send it across. Yeah, they're dead. I think that's fair to say. They are very dead. Oh, one survived. So, it's possible to survive, but it's... I bet you that's the driver. It has to have been. Yeah, it was. That was a driver. That has just ripped through the side right there. That was a fresh Abrams. That has gone in and just eviscerated it. Not too surprising. It's a tow missile. Look, it's an ATGM. Like, it's designed to do that. Not too surprising. Okay, so then let's 3, 4, all in. So it's going to hurt on the side. What happens when we do it on the front? Okay, so let's send one downrange. That was hitting the cheek. Probably no. It's probably going to either kill the driver. Maybe. Yes. So, ooh, lot of smoke there. I don't think that's anything in particular. But yeah, he has died. I don't think any of the crew here took... in the turret, you're fine. It's clearly just colliding with the cheek and coming down. Like the fragmentations are coming through that top armor, which obviously will be thinner. It relies on the angle of the armor to really do damage. So, delete him. Let's get new driver in. So I'm going to send this straight at the lower plate. Because we know turret's not going to do anything. back of the turret's gonna kill it. So, lower plate. I think we've probably got a very similar scenario. No, didn't even kill the driver. Hurt them? Yes. Dead? Nah. Not happening. Nothing is getting into that compartment with them. However, if you do aim there, you have started to cause a bit of a fire at the back. Now, not perfect. You're probably going to be completely fine. But, yeah. I don't think that's going to cripple the tank. Maybe it's knocked the engine out. Let's have a quick check. We're going to do take control. No, literally not affected the engine. It'd have a little light up saying that we have. Not happened, so nothing to worry about. What we'll do is we'll quickly give that a heal up. There we go. Player's character. So, okay, so from the front, yeah, we know you hit that weak spot. It's just going to hurt them. Front turret cheeks, you might kill the driver, but if you're trying to knock it out, don't shoot it from the front. Okay, you've got these up and ready. This is your only chance. Shoot the turret cheeks. It's going to come down and it's going to kill the driver. If you don't do it, it's not going to happen. You might do a bit of damage to the engine, but that's going to be it. And then you just got the AP, which we know is very effective, but only when you shoot at the weak spots or on the very back. So, right, let's get on to the next vehicle. So here we go. We have a T-72B. Now, the B model literally just has different types of shells. It has the HE frag, and has, no, I think the standard one comes with HE frag. This comes with Heat FS. So the first, and I think the only vehicle on the Russian side on our ground battle server here that you're going to be able to do this. Okay, now it's got the ERA on the front. Very, very durable tank. That's not the point for today's video. We are going to be looking at what can that do to these Abrams. So let's get ourselves in. Also remember, these on the commander's hatch do have a NSV, or the Dushka. It's not Dushka, but it's a 50 Russian 50. So very effective. Has like a fixed 5x zoom. Okay, so the first like tank on tank warfare. You do also have all of these little lovely viewports, but that's not the point. The interiors aren't beautiful, but you're not really looking at that in all reality. So here we have 125mm APFS DS. Let's shoot. Center mass. See what we can do. Okay, now, what do we think? Has that hurt them? Has it done anything? No. Okay, so yeah, we have had one of our members of one of our team here. He's gone down. He's uncon and bleeding. 9% health. It's got a lot of blood left though, so I think you'll be fine. It's going to stay alive. Yeah, he's back up and running now. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Let's send another couple of rounds downrange. That has just gone straight into that turret ring. What do you guys think has happened there? It's not affected the armor or the fuel. However, we did kill the guy who was low. And these two seem completely fine. So, let's shoot the turret. Let's shoot the actual turret, okay? Game Master. Let's see. This is a perfect side-on turret shot. Onto the vehicle. You've damaged a guy here. He's on 100% blood. Not going to have killed him. Now, maybe you've started to do some damage, but I'm starting, he's very much, okay, he's uncon. Means you're going to be able to do this another shot off and kill him. I believe that will have killed him. We're not going to try like the HE frag. I don't think it's going to do too much to the sides. Yeah, that's killed him. That's killed him. So multiple shots to the side will kill him, but the tank is very mobile. If you get this shot off, you're going to have to be lucky that they don't have anyone else here, because that driver is going to come back. Let's test. If we aim here, directly underneath that driver's hatch just here, what will happen? On that driver's... Oh, I think we've got him. Yeah, 100%. He is gone. So, you have an opportunity. I would be tempted to say, knock out the driver first, they can't get away, and then send some shots onto the turret. Don't shoot onto side armor. It's not reliable. Shoot into the turret. You've got a much better chance of knocking them out. Okay, so now here we go. Here's a question. Front armor on an M1 Abrams. We're going to go for the front cheek here. Well, I think by the time that it's moving means that it's probably not done any damage, nor we've learned that it's not an explosive shell, so it won't have come down and splashed and hit the driver. All the people on this side are completely fine. We can see where that entry was. Yeah, nada. Okay, let's aim for this hatch. It might go straight up and in. Okay, what do you think? Placing bets. What are we thinking? I just don't. I can't see. Okay, you aim right down low. Oh, did that strike? Okay, so that's hit. That's hit the front turret, and that's gone and killed him. So, okay, put you back in. So we know it goes a bit high. So what we're going to do is we're going to aim around here. Hopes to hit the driver. That hit looked pretty spot on. Now, I know we don't have the turret facing forward, so we might have had a bit of splash go up into the turret. Okay, so we've got him bleeding. We've got him health down. Not reliable. He's not even uncon. They're just going to run away, and he's already healed. Yeah, I don't think that's worth it. Okay, we're going to try one more. I think the idea should be we just heal that whole group up right now. Let's see what happens when I send an APF SDS through that lower plate. Don't think it's going to. It might have done a bit of damage on the engine, as we saw with one of the tow missiles. No, yeah, he's down. He's got his health. He's going to be fine. Like, yeah, you've immobilized them temporarily, but you haven't removed the big shooty stick that will snap to you with full stabilization and eviscerate you from the earth, which is not what you want. That's sort of against the point of shooting at them. Okay, let's quickly give them a heal up. Yeah, I've just realised this video is now getting 35 minutes long. I do appreciate you for staying. I was not expecting this to take this long. HE frag. They just say it's armor piercing. I doubt it. I think it's just a glitch. But this also has a fixed sight. You can't do anything with it. I'm assuming you can use the gauge on the reticle to range with it, though. So, here we go. We're going to send HE frag straight at it. Can we just... Oh, come on, turret. This way. Okay, now. Oh. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, keep going. Nah, never mind. Sod it. Let's go. Damn. So we can see the bullet, like, the fragment holes going through here. Wow, okay, yeah, we have really, really damaged them there. So that HE frag killed the driver. Damn near killed the member. Damn near killed that guy. Here, he's uncon. You've also put that guy uncon. He's completely fine. I think he's the gunner. I don't think... He's still going to get the big angry pointy stick shooting at you. So, let's trial side shot. 125mm HE frag on an Abrams. What do we think? Nada? Perfectly healthy. Perfectly healthy. Perfectly healthy. Yeah. It must just be, if you can hit on that side, I reckon we've just destroyed the engines, probably immobilized them. Let me have a quick check. Yeah, no, I don't expect anyone to be there. Let's take control real quick. Nope, the engine is completely fine. So, shooting the side of an Abrams is completely and utterly pointless with that. So, yeah, don't. It's quite simple. Don't shoot on the side with HE frag out of the T-72B. I don't think there's any difference. The 2 and the A just has more ammo types. Play. There we go. So, not made a difference. Versus shoot them on the front cheeks, like there. Let's see what that did. We already know the driver's dead. Okay, Armour's taking a real big hit there. And that has killed someone else inside of the turret. No, it's not the commander. I doubt it's the gunner. Yeah, that is taking some serious hits. And you've hurt the commander, and you've not done anything to the gunner. Not really that surprising, but let's move on to the next type of shell, which is Heat FS, or Heat Fin Stabilized High Explosive Anti-Tank. This should be an absolute menace. This should... I've got big hopes, big high hopes for this. Turret shot, let's go. Whoa, right, there we go. Let's go over. Yeah, that has removed them from this planet. What's the side shot look like? So the ERA looks... Look, if you look here, we can see that ARA. That's really helped it. Let's see what that has done. Wow, okay, that has just saved every single one of them guys. Let's try one more shot, same placement, let's go. I think this has secondary layer. But I suppose this is what ERA's for. It stops these sort of shells coming in and eviscerating them. Yeah, we've not done anything. So it's very unreliable. If you're hitting the cheeks, it's going to go through. If you're hitting the ERA, it's designed to stop these heat shells. It's what it's for. So let's shoot one more shell, see what it does. Because we know the commander's still alive and running, but that has just gone straight through the side, and that's not killed anyone. So it looks like that side of this vehicle is way tougher. Okay, you've knocked out him. He's got health. He's not even bleeding. That'd be more specific down to time. Here we go. Right, let's go. One more shot under the gun. See what this does. Honestly, I don't think that's done anything. Again, we are sort of finding the side. Okay, it's really taking the damage on the armor. But crew, completely fine. Not done anything. So, yeah, I wouldn't even bother shooting at the side if you've got that. You'd be better off targeting them with that, with the AP or the frag. Because that won't get impacted as much by that. So we're going to heal everything up on here. Heal. And heal. Right, last weapon on this T-72B here. This is a reflex tow missile that comes out the gun barrel. So yeah, let's shoot this straight at that weak on the turret cheeks. Let's go. Okay, now that looks completely fine, which I'm quite surprised by because that is an ATGM. Okay, that's killed the driver. Everyone else in the turret is completely fine. We're sort of finding that. Like, that was a centered shot there. We're going to delete him. We're just going to throw another guy in. Okay, we're going to throw one more of these straight on the slower plate. It's not going to do much. It might knock out the driver. Yeah, I think I didn't even kill the driver there. Oh no, yeah, he's dead. He is dead. He's 0% health and he's on con. So I don't know quite how he's classed as alive. But yeah, you're going to kill him. And by the looks of it, you're going to do what we saw earlier on the AP shells. It's going to go through and it's going to really hurt that engine or start that process, which is going to start whittling it down. Okay, so get that. We're going to heal all up. I can't remember if it's healed. On the side shot. There we go. We are going to shoot reflex ATGM going downrange now. Wow. A lot of smoke. So, I mean, you're giving them a smoke screen for free. Also means they probably can't see you immediately, which is quite an advantage. You know, that's one of the things we're starting to see in the battlefield. People are just throwing smokes at tanks and APCs because they don't have the thermals, or some of them don't. So, yeah, that's done nothing. What it has done is gone through every single layer of that ERA, though. Less than one final one downrange. Wow. We're going to let the smoke clear. And let's go down here, see what we have here. Damage the engine, maybe. It's done a good chunk on the armor. But, more importantly, your crew are fine. Let's take control. Nothing has had any impact on him or on the engine. It's purely like a cosmetic smoke. Let me get back to me. Let's go. Here, play. So that's not doing anything. APFSDS, as you saw earlier. Okay, yeah, it's got a lot of firepower, this tank. As I say, you've got the coax, you've got a really good commander's gun, but it's just not reliable in actively taking out these tanks. I mean, we have a load of other variants of the M1, even the M1A1s, the M1A2s, all depending on what you sort of want to aim at. So, yeah, what's sort of going to suit you as well. So we're going to get in the gunner on this T14 Armata. Now, this is Russia's latest MBT. So we're going to see what it can do against America's offerings. First of all, let's just heal everything up and see where we get to. So, side shots, 125mm, modern APF SDS. See what happens. Center mass. Let's go. What an amazing noise. Gotta remember, these do have the stabilization. See what's happened. I don't think anything has happened whatsoever. Okay. So the T14 APF SDS is Garbo. So let's do one more towards the front where the driver would be. Are we aiming low? What's happening here? I don't think I don't feel like we're even hitting anything. No drivers bleeding, high blood. Okay, let's just set turret, see what happens. No, it doesn't look like we've done much either. No, it's done nothing. So it's just getting absorbed. So I don't really have much high hopes for this. So what else do we have? Okay, so this just has the 125mm AP. There's no other options. But the T14, I don't think you are looking for it. It's survivability, which we'll do in another video later this week. I'm going to do a big recording batch. We're going to try and do all this. But you got to remember, this does have the target follow mode, which I have no idea how to use, but I presume it's pretty good. You also remember, this has full stabilization, so you can be running as much as you want, and it's going to do that. Also remember, we shoot through the front. Let's see what happens here. What'd you guess? I don't think that's done anything. No, literally nothing. These shells look like they couldn't fight themselves or couldn't penetrate a wet paper bag, man. What the fuck? These are garbage. Let's shoot the back. Come on, this must work. Yeah, that was a bit of a thick thing to say because, yeah, 125mm APF SDS, 30mm was doing it. So, yeah, reliable way to kill these every single time, no matter what you have. Shoot that back piece. It's going to kill it. So, yeah, don't be a div. But this is why we're doing this video, so you can know where to shoot when you're in a certain vehicle. Now, 4. So yeah, here we go. I don't think we're going to have absolutely any problems. Let's shoot through the front turret. So we should have a nice big hole on that frontal cheek of the turret. Oh wow. So that shot here has completely removed the crew on there. Now, gotta remember, this is more onward facing. Like, it's not at the same angle as if the turret was looking directly at you. But they're not always going to be looking at you, remember? So, yeah. Just remember, they're not always going to be looking at you. But if you get the chance, shoot through that side turret. From what we can see, it's looking like it's going to do some serious damage. Look at that shot where we killed the gunner and the commander. Now, that was an identical shot. Have we wiped out the entire turret? Wow. So a well-placed shot on that. It's looking like you can reliably pen the front cheeks. Of course, it's the front cheeks, I mean rear cheeks. Well, you know. They've got the front turret cheeks. You put a shot there, you're going to send that shell straight down range and into here. Now, probably you're not even going to have that loader, but we just have time in here just for the testing, just to make sure we know what is happening. Okay, here we go. I think that's the last thing that we had. I don't think we have anything else to show. So we're going to get out of here. We're going to glitch onto the screen. But yeah, there we go. Okay, the vehicles have decided to disappear. Fantastic. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this through. And yeah, this will all be cut up into shorts for our YouTube channel. This is our first video. Please remember, this is all on our server, which can be seen in the top right. I will zoom into that on the video. But yes, please come take a look. We're a brand new server here on ARMOUR. We are wanting all these sort of vehicle battles. We have so many vehicle types. There's going to be another video coming out really soon. But here we go. This is what we have. All the vehicles you see in here today are able to be played on our server right now. We have lowered rank requirements and lowered supply requirements. We're wanting to see tank on tank APC battles all the way over our map. We're currently on Bellio Woods, or however the hell you pronounce it. I'm terrible at this sort of stuff. Please correct me down below. I don't know how you can correct me on pronunciation. I'm sure you can try. Anyway, thank you again. I'm Sam with V4. This is our ground battle server, and that was how to kill an M1 Abrams with all the vehicles we have available on our server. Thank you very much, guys. Take care, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.